started with Father of the Bride, and from there I was asked to do Father of the Bride 2. And then it became a kind of a trend when Hollywood did a wedding movie that they call me. I've recently, or not so recently, the time goes by quickly, I did The Wedding Planner with Jennifer Lopez. We featured all of the background imagery for that. I've done wedding comedies like The Sweetest Thing. So my client base, and my celebrity client base, kind of stems from the movies and kind of branched out through America. You know, when you're planning a wedding of the kind of magnitude that I do, people really kind of go away from the trend and stay with what is tried and true and perfect, and that's probably why platinum comes back time and time again. Pulling from a magazine like ELLE is crucial for getting ideas, getting a storyboard going. It's almost like a little movie that you're producing. So I always advise brides to kind of put together images, concepts. We'll talk about feelings afterwards. We'll talk about what your expectations are by that picture. We'll talk about the organization that goes into a wedding. And we'll start in the beginning by picking a band that says something that's important. The density of the ring, the feeling of that ring, that's crucial. That environment and that element is important. It says a lot about who you are and what you're trying to accomplish. Platinum is the way to go for all three rings, whether it's the groom's ring, a wedding band, or an engagement ring. It's powerful and it's meaningful and it's a great symbol for a wedding. And it gets you off to a right start, and especially a wedding band in platinum. You know, durability is like none other, and so I often recommend that we go with platinum when we look at wedding bands. Platinum should be the natural choice for a guy. You know, I often hear that men don't want to wear jewelry, men don't like jewelry. And I'll sit down with them and I'll say, listen, I know you don't like to wear jewelry, but I think you could wear a Rolex. They shake their head, yeah, I can wear a Rolex. Well, then you can wear platinum and you're good to go. For some reason, I always note the minute the groom sees the bride for the first time, and it's almost every single time, if you'll notice this the next time you're at a wedding, he clutches his ring finger. It seems to be involuntary, but it happens almost every time. And there's also another moment in a wedding, especially a really beautiful wedding where there's a lot going on. You can always find the bride alone for a second, staring at her engagement and her wedding ring for the first time in her own private moment, and everything just drifts away. It's just a beautiful thing to see. Platinum does take on a natural patina, but so do relationships over time. It's another way to mark time in history and the love that you have for each other. So it's important that you take the time to go out and find your rings long before you think it's, you know, a couple months, 6 months, a year. I mean, trends change, designs change. You're going to be educated. You're going to be looking at things that you've never looked at before. You're going to see, all of a sudden, you'll notice every ring on every friend's finger. So take the time to go to a good jeweler, look at it ahead of time, don't rush, choose platinum, and you'll be great every time. So if I can give you any advice, don't wait till the last minute to pick your ring. It's one of the most important decisions you're going to make. So get out there, educate yourself, and find out what platinum's all about.